Okay, before I start, this is a rant. This is not a well thought out video. So some of the stuff I say in here might honestly be false or hot takes. I'm not entirely sure. I sat down. Anyways, I stream a lot on Twitch. You go check that out. A subscribe, like would be great. I'm gonna try to do this all by myself. As much love would be appreciated as you guys can give or whatever. But without further ado, get started. Oh, and all the videos in here, make sure to go check them out. I don't know if I said it in the video. This is editor me talking, but just making sure you guys understand. The finals. A very loved and hated game that I don't feel like gets enough attention, but I also don't see a lot of unbiased opinions on the internet about it. Kelsky, he made a really good video on it. Here it is here, and I'll link it in the description. But it's a really good video. I felt that it was a good review coming from an honest new player that hasn't been exposed to such a skill ceiling prior to that. It's a very unique skill ceiling when it comes to the finals. There's another video I saw on that. That's going to be here. But basically, it goes over the fact that you look at CSGO and other games, and it requires a lot of mechanics, discipline, map knowledge, stuff as this. And of course, all of that helps in the finals. But in a game like the finals, where the destruction is so I wouldn't call it unique, but so advanced because of the way that they do it. I mean, they run it through their servers instead of the client's computer. So the entire map is destructible, and it adds on a layer of adaptability that not a lot of games give the player. I mean, for example, you're a light class. You can't just hide behind a wall because you're low on health. A heavy will just run through the wall and smash your curb stomp your ass into bone dust. Let's look at the release of the game. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that set this game apart from other games. Let's just pull up a little Google search here. What made the finals bad on release? First thing that comes up is the movement speed changes that they made from the beta over to the full release, and it made the game feel really sluggish to a lot of people, which I understand. But there comes a point when you have to nerf things. So a lot of the things that people were complaining about, I see it, but but I also see the other end of it. So that's kind of an example of how I'm gonna look at everything here. Okay, so next thing on the list was the balance concerns player had. Specific weapons and classes felt better than others and unbalanced comparatively. It was a meta. For example, I know this pissed me off. Okay, so started season one. I saw the game had a lot of potential. Stopped playing it for a while and came back to it just recently, and I haven't regretted it. I'm on a high right now. I can't stop playing the finals, other than when I'm streaming. I don't like to stream a game like the finals normally. I did it a couple of times, but it's really not worth it because I get so focused on the game I can't talk to people. I'll miss chats if there are any. Anyways, back to whatever. So the balance concerns. The light class, for example, that's what I played. This pissed me off. It felt super underwhelming comparatively to other classes. I loved the speed, I loved everything, but it didn't feel good until you got to a certain point. While you start off on heavy or medium, and you could immediately destroy any light class user. I mean, it was absurd. But recently, you look at the game, and the light build is a glass cannon. Sure, you're squishy. You could get killed by one headshot with a sniper or one grenade, and very quickly by a heavy with a sledgehammer or a minigun, but you can dish out damage super quickly, which accounts for that low health pool a lot. As well as your speed, you have the evasive dodge, you have the grappling hook, all of that helps a shitload. I mean, I love the light class. I haven't played I've played the medium class 4 times since release, and I've never liked it. I've never played heavy, other than in the tutorial, but that's it. Okay, what's next? So, okay, I don't know if this is a hot take or not. I haven't been in the community long enough, or did I see any of this when the game first released? But I guess a lot of people are getting mad at third parties and how the game modes were laid out because game modes like Cash Out, for example, you have three teams. You could be fighting one, and then the powerhouses come out of nowhere and they third party you. If you're getting pissed off at that, I hate to say it, but it's a skill issue. And I'm not very good at the game. Of course, I don't like third parties, but I cope with it. Just withdraw yourself if you can, your team too. Flank them, and within the time it takes you to flank them, they're already fighting the other team, and then you have the third party advantage. It's just in the finals, it's constantly switching from your third partying to getting third partied if you are playing against good players or you are the good player, which it flip flops constantly unless you're playing ranked. I'm unranked right now. I mean, I like the finals and all, but I'm not very good at it, to be honest. I just play because it's a genuinely enjoyable game. I mean, there's not a lot of shooters that I can sit there and get absolutely clobber stomped for 4 hours and still be having fun. Unless I'm just super tired. I'll just get pissed off, but I try not to play games when I'm that tired. All right. On release, sometimes the graphics would not be amazing. Hey, it's the editing guy again. I couldn't find any sources that were credible that said the graphics were bad. I mean, I was just reading off Google, so yeah, just cutting in saying graphics were fine. I couldn't find anything that said they weren't. I had never seen any game that was looking and taking this mechanic known as destruction to such a high level, and the way that they were pulling it off I felt was really good, and that's why the game had so much potential on release. I mean, it's like No Man's Sky. It got so hyped up. The finals wasn't that hyped up because they just weren't, but No Man's Sky got really hyped up, released, it was dog shit, nobody liked it, and now it's probably one of the best survival games I've ever played. I mean, it just takes time, and not a lot of companies nowadays, game developing companies, will look at their game, it'll flop, and they'll give up on it. But if they keep going with it, it turns out to be a really good game, and that's what they did with the finals. I mean, it started out, and yeah, I stopped playing it for a while just because I got tired of it. But oh, I need to do that. But yeah, I'm messing with my lights right now. Okay. But they kept paying attention to it the same way they did with No Man's Sky. Not the same people, but the same way the developers on No Man's Sky did. And it turned out to be a really good decision, in my opinion, because the turnout of the game, sure, they're underrated right now, and I wish they weren't because it's genuinely, in my opinion, one of the best shooter games I think I've ever played, PvP shooter games. I mean, I'm not going to say it's better than like Modern Warfare 2 and Battlefield, but there are definitely aspects of it that I far prefer to those games. For example, the destruction mechanics in Battlefield are cinematic and they're really fun to play around with, but the finals does it in a way it's not so cinematic, it's just chaotic. And that's what changes the skill ceiling and how you have to adapt to certain things when you compare it to like COD or CSGO, Valorant, any of those. Yeah, you have to adapt to the player you're going up against. In the finals, you have to adapt to everything. The player, how the map is changing, how the game is going, of course, like in every other shooter, but I just don't feel like enough people are looking at the finals and seeing the game that I'm seeing. They're seeing what they saw on release and they're doubting the game based on that, which I don't feel like is fair in any way, shape, or form. And I feel like people should be looking at this masterpiece of a game, giving it a second chance, because I guarantee to those people that you will not regret playing this game for a second time. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I mean, I ranted for a while after that. I didn't want to go through and edit about an hour and a half of footage. And I'm sure you guys don't want to go through and watch all that. Just me repeating myself. I even repeated myself quite a bit in the first 10 minutes of it, just what I edited. Don't forget to go check out my Twitch. I stream there every once in a while. I don't just play the finals, I play a bunch of other games.